Hi, everybody. Good evening to you all. It is Wednesday already, believe it or not. And I'm coming to you live tonight because I'm going to be interviewing Laura Cozza. She is a certified group fitness instructor, as well as a personal trainer and a certified wellness coach. So we're going to be talking to her to learn more about her business and how she specifically works with busy women, especially moms, focusing on keeping them healthy and taking care of their physical health, mental health, and emotional health. So we're just going to wait until she gets on here and we'll invite her to the stream and then we'll get to meet her, okay? All right. And her website is funandfitmomma.com. So if you want to learn some more about about her, here she got her added on here. So let me add her to the stream. Hey.
Hi, I made it.
You made it. Perfect. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I'm glad you managed to get on here without any issue. That's great.
I know. I got a little nervous there because I saw you on there and I was like, oh,
Well,
I don't know.
It's perfect. No worries. It's all good. Showing up great. So
good. Awesome.
I just gave a little bit of an introduction and just was talking about how you specifically focus on busy women and moms and helping them take care of themselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I was basing it off of your website and how you're a certified wellness coach, group fitness instructor, and personal trainer, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
All right, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself first off, and then we'll get into your business.
Okay. So actually, before I got into this, and before I became a mom myself, I was a children's therapist. So I actually have a master's degree in applied developmental psychology, which is a fancy way of saying like child development. So kind of psychology, but, and I loved it. It was great. Like I just love to help people. So my passion back then was helping kids, and I still I just have always loved kids. So that's what I just wanted to do. I wanted to help kids. So I was a children's therapist for like 3 years before I had my first daughter. And as a kid myself, the only thing I ever wanted to do was be a mom. So when I had my daughter, I was like so excited. You know, that's all I wanted to focus on. And that's why I didn't go back to being a children's therapist after I had her, because I didn't just want to be one of those moms that saw her 2 hours at night. So that's when I kind of shifted gears a little bit, and I still stayed in the field, but I worked at KinderCare so I could be with her. And then I ended up having another daughter. So then I just was there for a really long time. And then my youngest one just went to kindergarten this year. So that's when and I knew my plan was to move on to something else after my youngest went to kindergarten. And so that's when I started thinking about, I always loved fitness. I love helping people. And I kind of just fell into this because of my own experiences as a mom, as a busy mom. So that's kind of like the very condensed version of a little bit about me.
Hey, that's great. I think it's so important that people really understand your background and can relate to where you're coming from. I mean, you're a busy mom and you've kind of been through this whole process and what worked for you to get you back to taking care of yourself and making yourself a priority. And I think that's so important for moms, is just not to put themselves on the back burner.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And that's what we as moms do, because we always put everyone else's needs before our own. And that's not beneficial for us. It's not beneficial for our families or our kids either.
Absolutely.
So, but that's what moms don't realize that, because they don't want to be judged as a bad mom because they're doing something for themselves. You know, they have that mom guilt.
Absolutely.
So.
Okay. So then why don't you tell us about how you started with this Fun and Fit Mama website, blog, and your whole business? Like, tell us more about that.
Okay. So, you know, back when I was still working at KinderCare, but I knew that that wasn't going to be my lifelong thing, I started my Fun and Fit Mama blog. And I was just kind of blogging. It has evolved throughout the years. You know, it started as just like a beauty, fitness, fashion kind of thing, kind of like just more fun and, you know, out there. And as I've kind of evolved and figured out, you know, where my passions are and what my purpose is, it kind of evolved into what it is now, which is, you know, focusing on busy moms, helping them to, you know, figure out their fitness and their healthy eating without it being this big, huge, scary thing or a huge change that they have to make. So that's kind of what my blog is about. And then from there, I've obviously expanded into personal training and online coaching, online training as well. And most recently, I created a 12-week online course specifically for busy moms to help them. It's for, you know, it's called Unleash Your Supermom Within. So it's to help moms reclaim their identities, live with confidence, and you know, have deeply meaningful relationships again.
That's great. That sounds like it would be offering so much that I feel like a lot of women are just missing right now. You
exactly.
know?
Absolutely.
And I think you get so pulled into being a mom that sometimes you have to take a step back and realize that you don't always have to, that doesn't have to be your identity. It's super important.
Exactly.
And it's great to be a mom, but sometimes you need to be yourself too, right? So
yeah. And that's exactly where I went wrong, was because I was so excited to be a mom. I dove in head first and I focused 100% on that and nothing else. And although I was loving it, everything else suffered. And it got to the point for me, my wake up moment was I had a conversation with my husband and he was not happy, you know, and it was like, oh my gosh, like my marriage is in jeopardy. What am I doing? So that's when I knew I needed to change. And that was kind of my wake up call. And, you know, that's why I'm so passionate about helping other moms, because I don't want them to have to go through that. Or if they are, there's hope and, you know, there's a way to change and get out of that.
Sure. Okay. Well, I was kind of going through your website and everything, and it looks wonderful. And you have so many great blogs. So like for anybody who's checking this out, like go check this blog out. I mean, there's so many articles, health, fitness, just about taking care of yourself. And it's kind of nice to be able to read something like that from a local mom too, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think you kind of answered this already, but I was going to ask, like, what made you get into this? But I think it's more just your experience and like finding yourself almost in a lost identity. Just feeling like you kind of lost yourself, right? And like you needed to come back. Yeah,
absolutely. Okay. I totally lost myself, and you know, and that's when I started working with a coach, and because once I made that realization that I needed to change, even though I knew I needed to change, I didn't know how or what I needed to change. So then I started working with a coach myself, and that's how I started figuring out, you know, what I needed, like what direction I should go or what steps I needed to take.
So for you personally, was it more about the physical fitness part? Was it nutrition? Was it emotional? Was it all of the above?
It was all of the above. It was literally all of the above, because emotionally not there at all. Like I had the worst mindset, negative thinking, you know, my mindset was all wrong. I was anxious, stressed out, overwhelmed all the time. I wasn't working out. So I felt like I wasn't eating right. So I just felt horrible. It was everything.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like all these pieces are so important.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. So in your experience doing all of this and starting to work with other moms who experience the same thing, what have you found that you just absolutely love about your job?
I mean, like I've said it before, I just love helping people, you know, like seeing that they really want to change and they're ready for that makes me so excited, because I want to just help them. I want them to be happy and live the best life that they can live. And I think a lot of moms don't realize, like I was happy, you know, but I didn't realize I could be happier, you know. And I think most moms are happy and they have great relationships, but they could be even better.
Right.
So for me, I just love helping people and seeing people better themselves and just learn to love themselves again and enjoy life more.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
make the most of it. So.
Right. So it sounds like the big thing you're focusing on right now is that 12-week program, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit more about what that entails?
Yeah. So it's a 12-week program. It's, there's 12 different modules. We'll go over, you know, healthy eating, food shopping, looking at food like as fuel, fitness. It's so in like fitness and things like that, but it's more of teaching them how to live the healthy lifestyle. So like for the fitness part, I'll go over exercises and things like that, but I'm not going to necessarily it's not going to be like, okay, here's a workout program, go do it. It's teaching them how to exercise so that you can maintain it for the rest of your life. Same thing with eating. And then there's also going to be mindset, you know, activities, daily rituals, self-discovery, you know, self-awareness, personal development, dealing with feelings of overwhelm, anxiety, stress, and like that mom guilt. So there's all those, it's going to be packed full of, you know,
just great information.
Activities, like discovering activities. So it's going to be, they're going to get homework, you know what I mean? So, okay. And then of course they're going to have check-ins with me weekly, and I'm always going to be there to help them and, you know, guide them through it too.
Perfect. Yeah. We in our office, we always stress the importance, obviously, of exercise and nutrition. But we're very focused on mindset as well, because mindset is such a huge factor in everything that you do. Right. And if you don't have that right mindset, then you're not being as productive, right? You need to really go into it with a positive mindset.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And sometimes that's the hardest part.
Oh yeah, for sure. It definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it.
I know. So, all right. So regarding that class or that program that you have, do you offer like consultations or anything, like, so people can reach out to you, and how do they contact you?
So, well, I actually am doing a live training tomorrow night. It's kind of about that. It's my 5 keys to reclaiming your identity, living with confidence, and unleashing your super mom within without counting calories or spending tons of time in the gym. And that's kind of my segue into about the program. Okay. So in that training you'll learn more about the program and kind of what it's all about. And then of course, you can always book a consult call with me. They're free, half an hour long. They can contact me on my blog. Email is funandfitmama@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook with, it's just my name -- funandfitmama. Instagram is fun.fit.mama is my handle.
Okay.
So.
Okay, yeah. Great. So when is this training tomorrow?
So the training is tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. I can put the link for it to register for it. It's a Zoom call. So I can put the link in the comments if you like.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
People can just click on it and register.
Sure. Yeah. Feel free to put all of your information in the comments so that anybody who is watching this at a later time has access to it. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I think it's great what you're doing. I think focusing on that busy mom is such a huge priority. I mean, I do the same thing in my office too. So that's why I think it was really great to be able to bring you on, because I know a lot of the people that follow us are busy moms. So I wanted to make sure they know that they have those resources available to be able to get some help and, feel like themselves again.
Yes, definitely. It's so important.
Absolutely.
You definitely have to take care of yourself first. So.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you would like to share while we're still on here, or feel like you?
I feel like you asked a lot of good questions, so I was able to. You gave me the opportunity. So yeah, that training though tomorrow, it's completely free. There's nothing to lose. Just hop on if you have even if you hop on for parts of it, It's really it's good information, because even in that training alone, I'm going to be giving some tips that you can take away that night and start applying. So
Perfect.
It's educational as well.
Okay, great.
So,
well, hopefully you'll have lots of people tuning into that
yes.
and getting started on your 12-week program. It sounds like a great
Yep.
program.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I really appreciate you taking the time to hop on here on an evening. I'm sure you're very busy with your 2 daughters, right? So
Yes.
I'm sure things are kind of crazy around there, so we'll let you get back to your life.
Okay.
But thanks again so much for being on here tonight.
No problem. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
You're very welcome. All right. Well, you take care, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay. Sounds great. Thanks a lot.
All right. Take care now.
Alrighty. You too. Bye.